happens in many offices around the United States. People of different backgrounds work at the headquarters of the Internal Revenue Service in Washington. Richard Regan, who is Native American, joined the IRS a year ago, a member of the Lumbee-Cherokee tribe. He says he's often surprised at how little people around him know about Native Americans.
Not only surprised, sometimes it really angers me.
However, Regan says he finds it an opportunity to educate his coworkers about his background.
I found that they're pretty open to listening and changing maybe some poorly conceived notions from the past about American Indians and Alaska Natives.
Elaine Ho works in the agency's Diversity and Inclusion Department. She says Native Americans are just one of many racial and ethnic groups at the IRS, and that diversity is about more than just race.
IRS is over 60% women, almost 66% women, and we have over 40% employees of color. We have about 10% employees with disabilities. So from that perspective, we are very diverse.
There are federal laws which prohibit discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. They're meant to ensure equality in employment and education, but they also promote diversity. Ho, an Asian American, says people of different backgrounds bring different perspectives to their workplace, which can increase innovation and creativity.
If you are surrounded by people that completely agree with you, who look like you, who think like you, who come to the same answers, you might think that you're in a great working environment because you'll never disagree. But that means you'll also run into the same roadblocks, the same problems.
But diversity comes with its own challenges, such as misunderstandings and prejudice. Monica Davey, who heads the Diversity and Inclusion Department, says the IRS works hard to overcome that.
We try to go around and do presentations or speeches or training to let people see the benefits of diversity. Show them the fact that there are studies out there that demonstrate that a diverse team, people with differences working together, can produce a better product.
Diversity expert Howard Ross says that sort of training is vital.
It's not okay to leave people out.
Ross, who's just released a book about diversity in the workplace, says the movement of people around the globe has transformed the makeup of societies.
For example, and you have countries like Denmark or Sweden where 40 years ago, 3 or 4% of the population were people who were born outside of the country, and now that's over 15, moving towards 20%. To Japan, where all of a sudden people have to consider, should we get more women in? Should we allow immigrants to come in to the businesses that we're working with? And these are places where people never talked about diversity up until the last 20 years.
As the world becomes more connected, physically and virtually, corporations and governments are discovering the value of diversity. For writer Faiza El Masri, I'm Faith Lapidus, VOA News, Washington.